You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
Well, here's our entry. Love this. I love that intro.
Great song.
Really gets me in the mood. Well, we're here for the SmackDown After Show. You know, Bing is for doing, and what we're doing is going to have fun today. And I have to apologize. I'm Ric Drasin. I have a little bit of a chest cold. I do sound like Demi Moore on steroids.
You should apologize for being Ric Drasin.
I never apologize for you. It's a pleasure to be me, and I want to be me when I grow up. That's our little Mo, little brat, Cheryl Lightning Russo is here with us.
Hey.
She's the woman.
Yeah, she is the woman.
I am a woman, yes.
Yes, she is. All woman. All 4'11".
And a half.
Oh, you're growing.
Hey, I need my booster seat.
Yeah, well,
where's my booster?
Put you on my lap.
Where's
in
my
about
phone book?
20 minutes. And then we have Vince Adams is back. Hi,
hey,
Vince.
everybody. How are you?
And Colonel Josh Austin.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Yeah, from the $7 Million Man.
He's true.
He's back. He's our super fan. He has all the details because he does a lot of announcing for wrestling and also bodybuilding, and we have mutual interests and mutual friends. So we're gonna have a good time with this today.
All right.
But I watched the show, and it started out with Ricardo in his neck brace. What'd you think about that?
Oh God.
Yes.
I thought they were just milking it. It was boring me. Boring me. When they went over to the actual video of all the Brogue, thank you.
The Brogue.
Superhero. That didn't bore me. I liked that a lot. But before that, I was like, oh my God.
But it looked like he was hurt so bad, like you thought he was in a catatonic state.
He was crying.
Yeah.
He had a pathetic face.
Oh, the acting was just horrible. He was just, you know what it reminded me of is a little kid trying to fake cry to get something from his parents.
You know what it reminded me of?
Well, maybe that is what he's going for, I guess.
No, you
I don't know. If
Yeah.
he was trying that, then it was funny. If he was trying to be funny, it was like, oh my God.
He was like a character from a Three Stooges movie. He looked like he should have been Three Stooges. They looked had
True.
that same look.
Maybe it was
does look like
worse
that.
because the neck collar, the way it was holding his head, you know?
Well, did you look close? He was sweating like mad.
Yeah. And what did Alberto says? I don't know if anybody else picked it up. He said he suffered physical and moral damages.
I know.
Moral
I guess he got lost in
damages.
translation.
Mental,
Yeah.
maybe they meant?
I think you might have meant that.
maybe-
Moral.
He just slipped and said moral instead of mental. That was funny.
He did say that. Yeah, I don't know. I caught that too. I thought, what the hell is he talking about? They milked it pretty good though. But Ricardo, yeah, he's been over at my house. He's come over when we trained. He's a really nice guy, but his character in that was just so pathetic. But he does look like an old time movie.
I know that David was trying to be really straight. David
Otunga?
Yeah.
Thank you, Otunga. But it was almost boring, on top of the boring, until he played the clips or whatever. But his approach, he was trying to be all lawyery, but it just came off too flat, I think.
Yeah.
Because he sounds like he's reading his lines.
Is that, you think
Yeah,
that's
I
what
listened
it
to
is?
him.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Yeah. And you know, Alberto looks and sounds more like an attorney than he does.
Yeah.
So it just didn't make his character work there.
Yeah, they kind of turn him into a big fetch right now instead of being a strong wrestler.
Well, maybe that's it. The other character was way stronger, and against him, it just made him look weak.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because Del Rio he's a sharp guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the full package presentation when he comes out.
Yep.
And he's, even his English is a little bit off, but he speaks well. He knows what he's doing.
It should bring you up. That's the way it is. If you're working with somebody that's better than you, it should pick you up, not make you look, flat. I don't know.
What is that design on your nails?
It is flowers.
That's so cute.
Black and white, black flowers on white.
Yeah, do you have anything on that's matching that, by any chance?
I don't know. No.
I'll have to check it out later.
He needs
No,
a
we don't.
full body cavity search.
I've got black flip-flops on. I almost said thongs, but everybody'd be like, what the heck?
That's what I always call them, thongs.
Flip-flops.
But Otunga, I mean, the guy's built. The guy looks good.
He's got a good body.
And I guess they don't drug test him.
Probably not.
Probably not,
I don't
because he's a
think they do
lawyer.
Anybody. He'll lawyer
He knows the
them.
loopholes.
Well, they do some, and then they release him for a while, but they pick and choose what they want. He looks better than he's ever looked.
Yeah,
His
big
last-
and round.
His last were coming out really nice too. But he did sound like he was reading. I mean, it didn't sound like it was coming from the heart. Like, you're going to do a speech, it's got to be real, like we're doing right now, because I really feel this for this moment.
I kind of liked him better when he was the sidekick of John Laurinaitis. I thought
Yeah.
that kind of worked. Like him by himself, and they need to do something with his character.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
could throw him into improv classes, maybe,
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think about that bro kick being illegal? What's the deal behind that?
Oh, I thought that was funny. And every boot is illegal in. Everybody
exactly.
does boots,
Yeah, but you know what? When I was watching that, I was thinking this is great for like a public service announcement, because that kick actually could, like a normal person, you could kill him or hurt him really bad.
Well, look what it did to Ricardo.
Yeah, and a lot of these kids go out there and they try to do these
Yeah.
moves and stuff.
See, but if you're a normal person, you wouldn't be stupid enough to do that.
Most people don't run into
Yes,
somebody
you
else's
would.
foot either most of the time.
Go in those backyard wrestling matches where all those dumb kids are, and they're hurting
Yeah.
themselves
Yeah,
constantly
they do that.
trying
They
to do those things.
Yeah, they do try it.
Oh, like the little kids, even back in the 50s, trying to, I think somebody broke their arm jumping off a roof, tied a towel around his neck to be Superman.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
happens all the time.
It's like,
Happened to me.
Parent your kid.
Well, this thing went on through the show with should it be illegal or is it illegal, or it went all the way through the whole show. But like you said, a kick's a kick. It doesn't matter what type of kick it is. It's a
Right.
kick. And there's no way that you can make something.
Technically, is a kick a wrestling move, right?
Well,
Well, they could
It
call
is.
that,
It's-
then all kicks would be outlawed. Maybe they should go at that angle.
well,
and then-
technically a kick is not a wrestling move, but they use them.
That's what I mean. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so maybe they should get lawyers on the other side and say that all kicks are banned, just to escalate the whole thing.
They might, but basically what they were doing was they were just, starting this whole thing to try to take away his big signature move so that he's handicapped when he comes in to fight Del Rio, and that's basically what they were doing. It's a big story. He'll probably get it back, or he'll do it illegally or whatever. But
Yeah, it's just room to grow with that thing and take it in different ways in the next couple of weeks.
I'm not sure where they're going with the whole Booker T thing, 'cause it seems like they're trying to tease towards something with his character. I don't know if his character is turning heel or whether he's going to be deemed incompetent as a
It looks like
GM or
that.
something.
I think that's what they're going, the incompetent thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I believe, because he really doesn't seem to take his job very seriously.
He's easily manipulated.
Yeah.
He's not a good leader. I don't know.
Well,
I did like his line, when what David Otunga says, I demand you do this, and he goes, I am dumb, man.
I knew that
And
was coming. I knew that was coming too when he said that. Well, they seem to just pick whoever they want for a general manager. I mean, we could probably be a general manager if we wanted.
Probably.
Yeah, just follow the outline and here you go.
Well, AJ can be a general manager, so.
AJ's general manager of my life. AJ, you know that.
Yeah.
That's what you do with wrestlers that have hit their peak, beyond their peak. They
Yeah.
can come back and general manage.
Oh yeah, there's always a job.
Yeah.
They get tired maybe, and they need to take a month or two off.
There you
The
go.
general manager, keep him in front of the camera.
What's supposed to happen with Teddy now, though? He's just there for the time being, indefinitely?
Well, that came on later on when she said something to him about not being something, and he came up with another line back. And they'll find places for him.
Yeah.
He's always with the program. That's just the way it is. All right, let's go down to our first match. Sin Cara Mysterio versus Cody and The Miz. I liked that match.
It was great.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That was awesome.
You got different wrestling styles that are going on.
The size difference, and they moved so well that you didn't. I mean, you'd see certain points. The size difference was so great, but then they were moving so well. It was very, very acceptable. You know, usually when you get that size disparity, they're like, "Oh, well, they should be crushing them." Or
we went through this Saturday at my house with you and the rest of the guys, saying because your size compared to them, you're working a big person is different than working a small person.
Yes, 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 and people don't realize that's part of your character when you're this small. It's good for me to be tough and strong, but if I'm sitting here trying to act like I'm his size, it doesn't work. They just, you know,
Right.
it looks ridiculous when somebody his size is like taking hits from me and, you know, selling too hard.
Flat all over the place.
Or the opposite, somebody his size is nailing me and I'm, you know, getting up and bouncing around the ring 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
That's the way it is nowadays. Nobody sells. Nobody sells. Those guys can move.
Well, Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, definitely, that was a good move putting them together. I don't know what eventually it will lead to, but I think that's a really solid team.
Well, they work well together, and there's no slack, but they can pick each other's slack up, even though there's no slack. So their setups from one to the other, they flow really nice, because that lucha stuff all comes in. They don't know how to work together.
Oh, and they kept working the leg. We were talking about that. They kept going back to the same leg, same leg.
Old school style.
All the way through the match. I love that. I love that it was an arm bar. Ran up the ropes. He did a backflip into a half twist into an arm drag.
Yep.
That was
before.
very beautiful. Very nice move.
Well, the Miz and Cody are good wrestlers. There's a different style going on there.
Yeah.
But they're good. But they also have to base for them. They have to set up for what they're going to do, because if you're wrestling American style and you're wrestling these guys that are lucha and they climb up, you're always on the ground basing for whatever. You got to know where they're going to go.
Not everybody wants to be a base either. I've worked with people who they don't want to go there, so you can't shine that way.
Why is that?
They're afraid of the move. They're afraid of, even though you're the one doing the aerial work, they're afraid of
Getting hit?
Yeah, getting hit or taking the move. I don't know. I've had it with and some of the moves just aren't that. For them, it's more of rolling.
Yeah.
It's actually harder on the flyer, and it's just, or they don't. They're just backing off because they know it makes you look good and not them look good.
Yeah, yeah. But it's a matter of working together. That's what it's all about. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Miz and Cody Rhodes actually are a good combo because they both have, you know, similar personalities with that whole kind of, you know, arrogant kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I think putting them together works. I mean, overall, it was a good combination of guys.
Did you like the finish?
Yes. I liked just the whole thing. They just came at each other. They kept going back and forth. Even the big guy side they were just working really well, both sides, as tagging. The tag, and on the switches, a lot of people miss that double guy, double team one. You got that one split moment where you can just do something double, something big, something pretty, something in coordination with your partner, and then slip back out again before the ref can get to you. Both sides were working that. That was nice.
It's so funny when you see someone get kicked to the second rope and they're hanging over there. You know what's coming, right?
The 619.
Always.
I love that move, though. I never get tired of that move.
But then he did a kick after that, to the head after that.
Yes.
Well, didn't one of them hit the other guy, which caused the finish, right?
Right.
But they didn't have any kind of disagreement after the match, or at least they didn't show that on TV.
No.
I don't know.
No, it was like, oops, I kicked my partner.
Yeah.
You know, was it Cody Rhodes? His costume is like little shorts or whatever. They just reminded me of underwear. I thought they were like boys' underwear, black with white. I don't know. They remind.
Yeah,
I'm just glad they got rid of his plastic mask gimmick.
He's into
terrible.
They were S&M underwear.
Yeah, I'm glad I
true.
didn't get that.
No, I love the question mark, the top with the question mark. That was killer. I love that part of the costume. Boom, boom. That was nice.
Yeah.
Well, those are old wrestling tights. They always have little briefs like that.
Yeah, I know, but it was just the way they were with the white. I don't know. I thought they were cute. I would wear them. I'd wear them to bed for pajamas. I thought they were cute.
Okay.
Well, WWEshop.com.
There you go.
Yeah, I have a pair you can have. They're my old ones.
They gotta cut them for the girls though.
These will fit you.
Then they would be bikini things.
No, I don't know. If I wear your underwear, they'd probably be like saggy bottomed underwear or something like that.
No.
It'd look like a kilt.
Mine are nice and tight. They got a curved butt really
You got
nice.
tighty whities?
I do.
He only wears regulation bodybuilding trunks at all
That's right,
times.
exactly. All right, then we're down to Daniel Bryan with Hornswoggle. With their little therapy they were talking backstage.
Oh, the little
The little man.
kicked them in.
I thought that was hilarious. I loved it. And he was taunting him over the
It's
from the
anger
week
man-
before.
Yes,
Yeah.
the anger management thing, trying to keep him in check.
The hug thing. Oh, give me a hug.
Well, I
He
guess
was-
it's good he's back, Hornswoggle. We haven't seen him in a while.
He
Well,
was so cute.
he works
was
for
so
half
cute
price.
and oops.
Oh, you're gonna have phone calls.
He works for half price.
And my buddy Scorpio Sky is in those anger management skits with Kane. He's
Is
the
he?
guy who's always getting beat up on, the guy they call Harold
I remember
in
that
the
shirt.
skits. Yeah. So it's kind of funny they're not using him for the wrestling, but he's funny in those.
They use somebody
skits.
else too, don't they? Don't they use?
Ryan Katz.
Yes. Yeah.
GQ Money.
Yeah.
He's a sponsor for. He works for Headblade.
Right. So do I. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
I was the first headblader.
Oh,
You didn't know that?
I thought you might have had something to do with them.
I was the first one.
I tried
Wow.
out, but I didn't get it.
I like the rehash they did of the hug too. That the way they just shortened everything, and it was like you could see the thing in the and then they ended up wrestling, of course. But Kane and I like the boop circle of that. They did it from
That's an old school style of psychology. You know, tempt it and go a little bit, and then turn. That was good.
Yeah.
Definitely good. I see a lot of that going on lately. A little bit more of that type of psychology.
I thought I saw a lot more old school in some of the stuff
Yes.
too on Friday. I'm like, wow, that's like totally old school.
Yeah.
I liked
Yeah.
it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I think we'll get down to
Yeah.
to another match that
That had
they
that.
tried to be old school, and for me it didn't work.
Okay, we'll go down to that soon.
Yeah.
Booker, I have done a note here that Booker was called into the training room by Otunga, but that wasn't when he went after that. He wanted to show him something in the training room, the
Is that
X-rays.
The X-rays.
But
Yeah.
that's later in the show. To try to get him to
Oh,
make
he talked to him twice.
twice, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is the first time he wanted him to take a look at the thing and make the.
Yeah, and he says, "I'll think about it."
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
That was the first time he said, "I'll think."
Oh,
about
you're
it.
watching your show. All right, so now we're down to Daniel Bryan and Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder to me looks like Woody Woodpecker.
That's a good
Yeah,
comparison.
he's a good wrestler.
He is good.
But, I just when I look at him, I just say, "Oh, come on." I don't know. I just.
No, he's good though.
Yeah, he's a very good wrestler.
But
Very
he
good.
does look like Woody Woodpecker.
They need to toughen him up a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
Give him a
that,
little
maybe
more-
that's what it is.
A little more edge.
Yeah, he doesn't have any edge. I mean, he's definitely good at what he does, and he and Bryan work good together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, what'd you think of the match?
Pretty good. He is the no lock, aka the Gene LaBelle lock,
Yeah.
as always.
Now it's not called the Gina Bell lock anymore.
No way. Gene LaBelle should sue.
Should or you should just go beat him up.
He
They
should.
can't use his name, right? The Gene LaBelloc.
Well, they call it the LaBelle lock for a while.
Yeah, and then Daniel Bryan buried Gene LaBelle and said he never did anything in this business. That's why it's going to be called the Yes Lock, and now it's
Right.
the No Lock.
Right.
Ooh, I'd like to have him and them in the same room together. Last
Gene
few,
LaBelle kick his ass.
oh God, you don't want to mess with Gene, and he
That's
looks
true.
so like he wouldn't be able to kick your butt.
Unassuming.
Yes,
80 years old.
unassuming. Thank you.
I think he ran through a window with him on a motorcycle a couple weeks ago or something.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of bike work in the movie industry. He's across the board stunt wise.
Yeah.
The
I'm trying to get him on here. He said he'd do it, but I don't know.
Oh, that'd be great.
You just got to catch him at the right time.
Yeah, he's really busy.
You just got to get somebody who's flexible that you can just throw them out and put him in at the last minute.
That's how he works.
He was on a show the other night. I
didn't get
left
that
you
channel,
message.
or I couldn't find it.
Man, yeah, it was on National Geographics. They have this show where people bring artifacts, and they pick one that has the best story or whatever to go into the museum. And Gene was there. He had this silver pot that was given to his grandmother or great grandmother by the Queen of England. At her Diamond Jubilee, and he brought it in there.
Doesn't surprise me
It's
with
kind of
him.
neat.
Oh, what was it worth? I want to know.
They said
surprise me.
they said that it wasn't as uncommon as they wished it was, and the Queen gave a lot of that stuff out, so
Ah,
they
okay.
didn't take it.
Well, are we done with Daniel Bryan and Zack Ryder?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to say there, is
it
there?
was like,
I like the
Well-
gimmick. I like the gimmick match. I liked it. You know, I can say that much.
Well, the decision was reversed on that because Daniel Bryan won, but then he
He
played
wouldn't let
dirty
go.
after the ref. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Like I think like we were talking earlier. I think they're
I
making
like the
Daniel-
distraction.
They're making Daniel Bryant the kind of like the clown of the WWE
court
right
jester.
now. He's the
Yeah.
he's the court jester. He's getting all the laughs, you know. So
Yeah. He's good, though.
yeah, he's very good. He does it really well. That's the thing we were saying. He's very good at it.
All right, so now we've got Sandow versus Orton. And Sandow, I've heard some more things about him over the past week with people who work with him. That he's very old school and very, very talented and very much in with the office as far as the shows and knows what he's doing. So I watched him, and he does know what he's doing.
He is a real throwback right out of
Yeah.
80s WWF.
Yeah.
He feels like that kind of personality.
Yeah.
The Ziggler distraction, that was just so obvious.
Oh, yeah.
It was too obvious, I think.
Yeah. But Sandow was doing old school. You know, every time they'd come back on him, he'd slip out of the ring like a good heel.
Yeah,
And that's where I saw that coming about. I mean, he just wouldn't stay, and then he walked out,
he ran away.
ran
Yep.
away, and then Ziggler comes in.
I liked that runaway thing. I thought that was funny.
It was good.
Yeah.
Because that's old school.
And when he came back, you kind of expect he's going to come back, but usually they come back and then they plow somebody under.
Right.
I liked the way he just went bam. You know. He
Right
just-
there.
Yeah, he just didn't put up with it. I loved that.
Yeah, then he took off again.
Yeah.
That was a good finish, though.
Yeah.
That was a distraction again. But he knew when he was there, he just did it to him. I think Josh has fallen asleep.
I think the
No, it's a good match.
I think the one guy's suitcase has been used one too many. You need to give him a new suitcase.
Oh,
It's-
bent up.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it's like get another one.
I want to know what's in there. I want to know what's really in there.
What's
His
the
lunch.
budget? What's the budget for props?
no.
Get another one.
I think his lunch is in there.
It's got to be a peanut butter sandwich or something.
That would be funny if it opened up and there was like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a banana, brought like a black old banana and a little thermos of milk or something.
But I keep thinking that maybe they're working in an angle where somehow he's going to lose the suitcase, the briefcase somehow. Like there'll be a stipulation in a match and he'll be the first guy to never be able to cash it in or something.
Well, now they're doing that. Maybe that's why they keep using the same suitcase with a dent in it, so it's obvious it's the same suitcase. It's like
Yeah.
it's recognizable.
Oh, it is the same one.
Yeah.
It's got its own persona, its own personality.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's an original.
It's its
With
own
handed
entity.
around. Yeah, it is. You know, we have to talk a little bit about iTunes. That you know that iTunes is huge and that we're on iTunes. And you can go on and rate us and comment because we work off that, and that's what enables us to stay on this show. Yeah, podcasts and iTunes carries all our audios. In fact, I listened to it one day, and it comes off pretty darn good. So
It
if you
does.
go to iTunes and listen to AfterBuzzTV.com, and then you can listen to our show, SmackDown, Old School Wrestling, or any of the shows that are on AfterBuzz, and you can download them and I think use them on your iPod and listen to them on your headset. Take them in your car with you. Take them into the bathroom. Wherever you want to go, you can listen to us.
And make sure to give positive feedback so that we still have a job.
That's very
Absolutely.
important. Thank you for saying that, Josh. You said that
Yes.
very well, like a
Yes.
1950s newscaster.
Positive feedback. I like that.
Yes.
We'll be out in the unemployment line instantly.
You sound a little bit like Walter Winchell. Yeah. Remember Walter Winchell? No.
Might have
No.
been before my time.
Before
my ti-
everybody's
Before
time.
my time, too, but he was a broadcaster that everybody knew he had a certain voice.
Didn't he have a weird little whiny little voice
Yeah,
or
like
something?
him.
Oh, thanks.
No, it's not bad. Is it?
No.
Going for the dragnet
It,
effect.
part of that might have been the radio at that time too, because it had the sound that it doesn't have nowadays.
It's true. Tunnel sound.
Yeah.
But if you watch the old school matches that we have and you hear the ringside commentary, it's a different sound than it is now. The dialogue comes off. You know, it's like, hey, there's a tough guy in the corner over there, and he's coming over here to hit him right away. And
That's
hey,
true.
what's going on over there? You know,
Well,
and they
Gordon
talk-
Soley was big on that sound.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
the old time gangsters. Yeah, they all had that same sort of dialogue, and they talk real fast. But no, Josh, you're much more ahead of that.
Thank you.
Okay, just wanted to throw that in there.
No, I love the old school stuff.
Yes, I do. You know what? I shouldn't even say it now. We'll say it in old school. So remember to remind me. Now we got Booker down looking at the X-rays, and they were very curvature X-rays.
Where did they get those X-rays?
They
That's what I
looked
wanna
like
know.
they had the boobs and the small waist and the butt and everything. I was looking at it like, I've never seen X-rays like that. Did you notice that?
They were,
You see it?
The X-rays
Yeah,
were like
oh,
a
yeah,
woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I'm wondering whose X-rays are they? Did they like knock on some doctor's door and say, "Hey, do you have X-rays I can borrow?"
Yeah, because they were real.
Yeah. They're real, but still.
Yeah, but who's X-ray? Were they some wrestlers real X-ray, or somebody made an appointment at the doctor's just to get X-rays? Let me get copies.
Are they supposed to be Eves?
I don't know. I'm sure there's some medical facility that gives X-rays to the entertainment industry. They got
Yeah, but they were a woman's X-ray, and they were
X-ray.com.
And yeah, maybe that's it. Exactly, maybe X-ray.com.
the X-ray. I didn't realize that. It was a woman's. I didn't realize that.
Couldn't miss it.
And it's obvious that this is going on. It's like, yes, so obvious to all of us, you know.
They had the boobs and the butt and everything in the small waist. It was outlined all the way through the X-ray.
Listen,
I thought they only saw the top of it. I don't know.
Oh, I
it's
saw
like
them.
that. No, I think it's like those blot designs, those the psych tests, whatever.
Oh, that make you think?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So you're blot designing in. You're seeing it as a woman, as
I
a
am.
sexy woman.
That's
Blot,
right.
X-ray, everything's. Oh, it's a woman.
I
It's a
could
woman.
have said it was my dog Bogey. I don't know. Either way.
I just saw neck.
You didn't
That's
see the
all.
boobs?
No.
Wow, you couldn't miss it.
I didn't
on my
see that.
TV.
See, I'm telling you, it's the blot that. Yeah.
Maybe you have a bigger television.
He's got
than mine.
women.
Yes.
He's got women on on his brain.
Not really. They're in my logbook. All right, so now we're down to the tag match. I got a little confused on that.
So did
Oh,
I.
the three-way
Yeah.
There were
thing.
3 teams. I think there were 4 teams for a second.
You don't
So
get,
did I,
yeah.
because
Wait,
they were.
Cheryl,
It took me a minute to
Let me
figure
ask you
that
one
out
question.
too.
You don't get confused on 3-ways, I understand. Right? Only on this one?
I know what a 3-way is. I
Yeah.
can say that much. But
Are you confused by it?
It's call waiting.
You never
At
quite
this
know where your
first-
position is, do you?
I thought it was a 4-way. But
That's what I thought.
no, I'm telling you, you know, in a 3-way, nobody goes away satisfied.
No. Only if you have a 3-way light bulb, and then it works.
What's with Kofi Kingston in those suits?
I don't know.
I don't know what they're going for. And what's with little Jimmy? I guess it's just going to go on indefinitely.
Yeah. I have an imaginary friend.
It got a little. I mean, at the beginning, I thought it was kind of like muddled. I don't know.
Convoluted.
Convoluted. I don't know if that's the right word. It was just like a jumble.
It was confusing to
yes.
me, and I didn't enjoy it. It's just too many guys in the ring.
Yeah.
Running.
Too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Trying to ram them all into one match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I think they're trying to, give everybody some face time.
Right.
And let's just shove them into one match, and
There-
It
just
did.
didn't
The
work.
pace did pick up as it went, but it was kind of sloppy and
It was
Yeah.
sloppy.
yeah. And
yeah, it wasn't really. They didn't really work it out
There's-
well.
There's another company that runs wrestling I can't mention, but they ran matches like that in a 5-corner ring, and people were
I
coming
remember that.
in and out, and I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. And who
And why they're even in there.
Yeah.
It's like watching AAA, the Luchas. I mean, they're all good, but there's like 10 people in the ring running in different
Pandemonium.
directions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
it's craziness.
Sort of, kind of like a mini battle royal or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Battle Royale, those were okay. For some reason, those worked.
Yeah, but this is a battle royal with high spots, like high spots where you can move. In battle royal, you can't do anything but kick and punch
Yeah.
because there's no room.
Till
The guys
till
come out,
everything till it thins out a bit.
Yeah. Guys came out of the ring a lot faster.
Yeah.
You know, I wrestled up north in a battle royal. I was supposed to be there to wrestle another girl, but she didn't show up. So they had me on the mic. They put me in the ring. I reffed, and then they stuck me in this battle royal with a bunch of guys his size, bigger than him, like, right? So, and it was, just last minute. So I was just hitting and running. I would like do that. You know how they were showing on this.
Yeah.
Sliding out of the ring. That's hard to do to get into that slide. So I was just a little rat in the ring. I would just slide out and disappear. I'd piss somebody off and then just jump out of the ring.
Were you the only woman in the match?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well,
He must have been chasing you.
Guess who won?
Josh, today at most of the matches that you're attend, they don't have showers, right?
No.
Everybody just leaves.
Right.
Well, back then we had showers, and if I did like the second, first match, they put me back in a battle royal. I didn't like it because I wanted to leave. I always made sure I was first out of the ring, because if I went to the shower first, I had the hot water. By the time for 8, 9, 10, it's all cold water,
Wow.
and so that's not any fun. But today they don't have showers. These guys don't shower anyway.
The Knights of Columbus don't provide any kind of facilities of
believe
that type.
You know, I understand. I mean, after you're wrestling some guy and you get sweat all over you, the best thing to do is to
Yeah.
get that crap off you.
Oh, I wouldn't take showers at these places. I mean, I'd love to get rid of it, but I'd be like, you'd see like dead roaches on the floor of the
there's no
locker
question.
rooms and stuff, and they're like smushed on the wall. I'm just like, I'm not going barefoot in there unless
what-
Oh, it's just part of the atmosphere.
Maybe you
It's
should just
wrestling.
bring an extra extra set of clothes so you just jump in the shower dressed so nothing touches you.
She's absolutely right. It roaches down in San Diego. The roaches the size of like 4 inches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And the showers had all hair clogged in, and guys would pee in there, and you'd have your feet with your thongs in the standing in this piss.
Wow.
It was disgusting.
I guess I missed the golden age of wrestling after all.
Yeah, the last thing I did when I got out was rinse my feet, and then I was good to go.
I was in like South Carolina, I think it was. It might have been North Carolina, and they didn't have a locker room for us, and they stuck us in this big giant shower area, like it was big white, all the shower heads along the walls. We were supposed to change in there, and there were dead roaches everywhere.
Oh my
They're
God.
like, oh, we just had the place bombed, and it's like you couldn't stand. It's like, how can you put your costume on? We're like balancing on like, you know, our suitcases and stuff,
Yeah, so you don't stand on
trying
it.
not to step on the ground.
Well, I didn't have a
Jeez.
costume, so I don't worry about costumes.
Well, try to put on a pair of tights and not touch the ground.
Or you just wear them down there and leave with them.
Yeah.
It's like, ew.
Okay,
pretty
now we're
crazy.
down to where Caitlin and Booker were talking. You remember that?
Well, the match, the tag team match, the primetime players won that one.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, they won. I don't know. I wasn't impressed with it. It's like we said, there's just too many people in the ring. They're all great.
Yeah.
I mean, Usos and Primo and Epico are great wrestlers. Their guys are really good. They got some great spots they did.
Yes.
But like I said, it's hard to follow.
Yeah.
I like Titus O'Neil. I get a kick out of him for some reason.
Yeah?
The big guy, I don't know, just kind of he does that funny little seal noise.
He's he's a good character.
Yeah,
Guy's in good shape and he moves well.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like Gumby. He just moves all over the place.
You notice that when you like somebody, you notice it's all about timing. Their timing is just so clean. It just
Yeah.
the dots get connected so smoothly.
Yep.
It's true.
All right, let's go down to Booker and Caitlin. There was one other person in there with her. I forget who that was. Third person. Remember that? Behind in the dressing room?
Well, Teddy Long was.
Teddy Long.
Oh yeah.
That's who it was. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they made that
Wasn't
comment.
Booker, yeah.
That's why they made the comment about him not being whatever he was.
He's not the assistant. He's the advisor.
He's the advisor.
Yeah.
I'm the advisor.
Terrible advisor considering Booker T's decisions, but oh
Yeah.
well.
I will advise him.
I don't know. I like him. I guess he's got his place.
That little thing bored me too. I know stuff like that has to be there,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's just like bad.
It takes away from the wrestling.
Maybe they should give them the script sooner so they can,
So-
get comfortable.
No,
more-
you're right. Sometimes if it doesn't work well, it's like slamming on the brakes to the show.
Yeah.
And it just stops it, and it might as well just go to a
I
commercial.
mean, they need
Yeah.
the storyline to continue stuff, but when it's done really badly, it's
Well, I'll tell you, they didn't have storylines that years ago. The storyline was in the ring, and that's all that really mattered.
Right.
yeah. Well, like I said, everybody's they make fun, but they're mocking Glow. Glow built storylines and sketches all the way through everything.
Yeah, I know they did.
And the over the top characters, everything is almost a reflection of back then. Everybody made fun of the show.
It is it. That's you're right.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I think it's good that they do that. It's just the story should have some sort of point or purpose to them a little bit. Because like the thing with Orton and Ziggler feels a little random. Like,
No, that makes sense. Like in a movie, if you put something in there just to put it in there. Even I love stunts, throw stunts in everywhere. But if you're just doing one stunt after another,
Yes.
after another, it doesn't fit. It's like a match with nothing but flying moves, fly,
Or
fly.
car chases throughout the whole film.
That's right. It becomes this, high level of everything the same. It becomes boring too.
Like the Matrix Reloaded.
I have a good
Yes,
example,
yes.
and you'll appreciate this, Vince. Steve McQueen in the movie Bullet.
Oh, that was great.
That was a great movie.
That was one of the best
It's a
chase
classic.
scenes
But
ever.
there was only one chase scene. The rest of storyline.
Yeah.
But the chase scene is what you remember because it was
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
thing to put everything together.
it served its purpose.
The French
Yeah.
Connection, they had a big, huge car thing.
And also the 7-Ups. Remember the 7-Ups?
Yes.
Yeah.
He came around the door and he took the door off the car, came around the corner, and hit that guy, and the door flew off. I mean, it was like, those little things stick in my mind.
It's
Yeah.
it's icing on the cake.
Yeah, but there weren't a lot of them. Just one in a film. That's all you need.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hollywood does that all the time. They get a movie that does well, like I brought up The Matrix did well. Then they do The Matrix Reloaded, and they put way too much stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's like, because it worked earlier. Well, the story worked using some of this stuff.
Right. You don't want to overkill.
You don't want to. Oh, yeah, you don't want to do too much of it.
That's a big mistake they make. They're trying to make it better than the first one, so it won't be like downhill from there. But then they there's like a balancing act that they
You're right.
just
Yeah.
Well, if it loses the whole essence of what it's supposed to be about in the first place, like you said, The Matrix, like the sequels, I didn't like it because it kind of lost the whole idea of what the story is really about.
Yeah.
It's not just about people fighting robots.
Right. Yeah, and
know.
getting back to the wrestling thing, if they do too much of that, then it starts to get boring. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, come on. They should just,
Yeah.
just touch on it so that you kind of know.
Yeah.
And then the guys in the ring have to sell it. They have to
Yeah.
take the story on and they have to make it
Make it
real
into
and
something.
show you really why what's
Exactly.
So I guess
going
they
on.
have to sell the match for the Night of Champions pay-per-view, I guess. That's
Yeah.
really the real reason they
That
did
could
it.
have been that. You
Yeah.
know what? You're right. I bet you that was a whole commercial for that Night of Champions.
Because they need to plug the pay-per-view. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
ongoing.
Right.
thing.
I'm going to get off track for just 20 seconds. Bear with me. You did a film about a boxer, and I watched
True.
it.
Oh,
and I
thank you.
loved it. And it had a storyline. And you had your couple of little high spots in there and little revenge things and this and that. But all in all, it was really good.
Oh, thank you.
And that told a story. I mean, I got the whole feeling from that whole thing about you and what went on. And that's the kind of stuff I like to watch.
I want to know the title of this.
Fighting Spirit. Well, it's part of Tales from Beyond with Adam West.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to check it out.
But he produced, directed, started, and did the whole
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Wrote it.
Was Adam West in it, or was he like voice?
He was in it.
He's playing a kind of the Rod Serling type character.
I love him.
Oh, okay.
He's so campy.
Yeah, but he did a great job. I told you
thanks.
that. I'm going to say it on the air to everybody. He did a
Oh,
great
thanks.
job.
Well, I'll have to rent it.
I have it. You can borrow it.
Oh, there we go. See,
Okay.
no sales for you.
All right.
You'll like it. Okay.
I won't
Let's,
get my royalties.
Then we
Yoshi-
have
Yoshi?
we have Ziggler. No, not yet. We have Ziggler who wants to face Orton for the title. Made a big stink about that in the dressing room.
Right.
You guys remember that part, or did you go to the bathroom then?
We fast forwarded through that. No,
Sometimes I do because it's the same thing over and over.
Sometimes, yeah.
But he wants the title, and so this is what they're going to try to get for him: the title against Orton. All right, now we can go to Yoshi and Wade Barrett because I hadn't seen Wade Barrett in a long time.
that was
Right.
totally disappointing to me. I mean, it was just a token squash match, and what was disappointing is I don't know. I was in the back of my head maybe because Yoshi Tatsu. I was thinking, I'm going to see some Japanese wrestling, hardcore wrestling, and then it just went. Maybe because I was wanted to see that,
They always do this to Yoshi. He's always getting beat down.
He's the jobber, I
He's
guess.
the jobber, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Is he out of Japan?
Yeah, he's in LA now.
But he's
No,
from
he's-
no. But
I don't
is
think he actually was a real Japanese wrestling star prior to WWE.
No,
I
but
don't think.
was he out of Japan? Because they train so crazy out there.
He's from New Jersey.
I don't know. He has a fortune cookie company, I think.
If he was trained out of Japan, then they're wasting him because they're hardcore.
Yes.
They're so good,
True.
fun to watch.
Yeah,
Japanese
you're right.
wrestlers.
Totally different ball game.
Yeah.
Now, Wade Barrett, they're going to build him up again, from what I'm told.
Well, they're really pushing this bare knuckle gimmick,
Right.
I guess.
He's a fighter now.
Oh, yeah. That
Oh, I
was
thought that
just-
was funny.
I wanted to get in the ring and punch him out and say,
See,
there.
maybe
That's
they-
how you throw a punch. Now stop it.
Yeah, maybe they should have him take boxing lessons.
Yeah, I think they should. Like, that's the match I was
Well,
talking
he actually
about.
began the match like he was.
Yeah.
like
This
it
is a
was
wrestling match, Wade. It's not
back in
boxing.
the 20s when
Yeah.
they boxed like that.
Yeah, maybe they wanted the comedy of it. He was just going for the comedy. That is funny. When
But it wasn't
that,
Yeah,
this
but it wasn't
kinda
a
thing.
comedy match.
No,
So,
it wasn't.
no.
If you're going to go there, go all the way.
They tried. That was the match I was talking about. They tried to make it old school, and it just fell flat on its face. It just
Yeah.
didn't work,
No.
and I was just wanting it to be over.
Why did you think they tried to make it old school? What element?
It seemed like they were trying to work together. They didn't do a lot of running around. They didn't camp to the audience that much.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they were trying to work together, but it just didn't happen.
They didn't have the chemistry, and they didn't.
No,
It didn't involve the
zero.
audience.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know on TV you don't anyway. You work for the camera.
Yeah.
But you got to have some feeling going on there.
Yeah.
And then when he grabbed the mic and started talking, he thought something was going to happen, but then nothing happened.
Yeah, but you'd see the old school matches, and these guys would lock up in the middle of the ring, sometimes for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But you're still watching them
Yeah.
because they just had a way of selling it for that
That's right.
10 minutes. They just couldn't sell it. The two guys,
No, it didn't work.
When they throw in like quickie jobber matches and stuff like that, I don't know. They're just so obvious that it's annoying almost. It's like, why don't you fill that time with something a little more, I don't know, I'd rather see like a sketch or a storyline that actually where they're actually like what they're saying or whatever, but you could throw girls in there doing something. Throw in a piece of a girls match or something.
Yeah, there actually was no Divas match.
No.
I know, what was that, you know? The girls always get dogged, you know?
No, how do you say, no little people match.
That's true.
Oh yeah, why not
They used to always have that.
midget match?
Always. It was good, too.
Well, my friend who was in my movie, the African American little person, Dravon, they need to bring him in and fight Hornswoggle.
He's a little person?
That was
Yeah.
incredibly
You mean he's not a
politically
midget?
correct.
He's a little
I
person.
mean, they're still midgets.
I'd rather see that, or even a movie star coming in and visiting the ring, versus seeing some guy get squashed for a few minutes for no reason.
Yeah, there's nothing behind it.
Yeah, there's no build up to something. Even the squashy thing should build up or lead to something. You know, some
Well,
sort
they
of.
normally do. That's what a squash match is.
Yeah, but you know, you got to have the guy, you know, the guy that gets beat, he's got to be as good at selling that as the guy that wins the match.
Right.
I mean, and remember, years ago there was guys that were so good at that.
Yeah.
At selling that part of it, and you have to do that.
Like
I
Steve
didn't see
Lombardi.
that.
Steve Lombardi, yeah.
There was such a well of them out there.
I mean, if he fights back a little bit and he shows you got something and you beat somebody, if he doesn't, you haven't really beaten anybody.
Yeah, it was
beat
just-
nothing.
Right.
Dish rag.
Yeah.
You wrestled the broom. Like you're doing training.
And Barry Horowitz.
Nobody wants to be the broom.
No. We have to do a promo for Fox, I believe. And take about 30 seconds and we'll be back on.
We're off there now?
All right.
September 25th, the new Fox Tuesday kicks off with New Girl's new season. Then welcome Ben and Kate.
Stay away from my sister before you find out what 6 years of Krav Maga feels like. Well, like year and a half plus like 4 years on and off I was traveling.
Followed by another all-new girl.
What am I looking at here? Pure, unadulterated friendship.
And the Mindy Project.
Can't believe you're tattling.
Tattling is when a little girl does it, okay? When a hot woman does it, it's called whistleblowing.
The new Fox Tuesday, premieres September 25th on Fox.
Mysterious.
All right, we're back.
It's mysterious.
We've got one more match here to talk about. Otunga and Sheamus. Like I said earlier, Otunga looked really good.
Yeah.
Had a hell of a body. But he's not going to go against
Leave
Sheamus.
a bodybuilder to see that.
Yeah, of course.
No, he does have a good physique. You have to give him props for that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know how to
Are you guys-
use it or show it.
Are you guys bromancing here?
We are.
And what is his outfit supposed to represent? That strange cape thing he's
I
wearing.
have no idea.
That's
I don't
supposed to
know.
look like a collegiate. Like, is there a specific skull and bones procedure which is done in Harvard where they wore those? I don't know.
Did you like the match?
Yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah. For what it was
I
worth.
think so.
I liked it. I just have this silly thing. I was thinking, every time I see Sheamus in the ring, he's always with somebody that's like darker skinned. And not that he isn't white and it would be that way anyway, but I almost think they're putting like really nice tan dark people in there on purpose to make him look even whiter.
That's
Maybe.
possible.
That's true.
Because we talked about it. I swear, I think they bleach his skin. There's no
Yes.
human being that's
No,
white.
There's somebody's back there spraying down everybody who wrestles against him to make him look even darker against.
Unless he's really an albino.
I wonder if they spray him down to be white.
Oh yeah, you take an airbrush and just
don't know,
do airbrush makeup. You can do full body makeup. You know.
Yeah, you could.
They do that. They did it at the Playboy Mansion. That's it. They need to spray. They need to spray his costume. You know, airbrush his costume on him too, so he's actually not wearing
Oh,
a costume.
that might not work.
No, please no. Yeah, we don't want that really.
The kick was the finish, right?
No,
No, he didn't. He wasn't allowed to use the brogue kick. 'Cause,
He used his other move.
Which one? I
What's
forget.
it called?
It's like is that actually a Boston Crab? What he's doing?
No, it was oh gosh, a four-leaf clover.
Clover.
Thank you.
Clover leaf.
Thank you.
Oh wow, you know more about wrestling than I realized.
Well, I forget all these moves too when I.
I actually liked it. I thought it was a cool move.
No,
it was like
it's-
the old figure four leg lock using
That's
the
right.
arms.
Yeah.
No, I love
I
that.
like
I
it.
love that.
And they've
whole-
been teasing that on Raw. I think that they were making a thing about it. Wow, he has this new submission move. So I guess it was a planned effort. I guess.
Not a new move. Nothing's
new for him.
Nothing's new.
No, nothing's new. Everything's been done before.
Yeah.
Some of the flying is very inventive, though, but everything's been done, definitely.
I have little kids that email me and they say they have their finishing move and they talk about other finishing moves that have certain names. And I write them back and tell them those moves were made in 1940s. You know, it's nothing new. They just changed the names, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your finishing move?
In Oregon, they gave me a headlock. The headlock was squeezed, head like a pimple, and he gave up. But, you know, back then you could do a clothesline, a drop kick, or anything be a finishing move. I mean, I used the Boston Crab. I've used the roll up. You know, anything like that where you catch somebody off guard and then roll them up and pin them. There was no anything big.
Your favorite finishing move is a better question.
Is the overhead chromium crotch lock. I like that better than anything. It's the
Chromium crotch lock?
Overhead chromium crotch lock, and it's really done with pizzazz, and the chromium part of it shines like when the lights hit it. It glistens to the audience, and they say, look at that. He's got the overhead chromium crotch lock. Nobody gets out of that. And to place that, when you place that crotch lock on, this little finger is the anchor. And that's how they don't get out of it. It's like the key to the lock. And once that lock is in there, unless you have this key, you're not getting out of my overhead chromium crotch lock.
Oh, it's funny. No, I would do a missile drop off the third rope or a Frankensteiner.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you did that? That's pretty cool.
One of my favorites.
You think you could get out of my overhead chromium crotch lock? I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so. I don't know.
If you sweet talk me, maybe. What would be your finishing move?
I don't know. I'd probably just punch him.
Well, no, that's already done by the Big Show.
Oh.
That's true.
He's got the knockout punch. Look at how simple that is.
El Kabong.
Look at Ox Baker had the heart punch. Bam. You know? We saw
punching it.
Did Killer Kowalski claw the heart too?
He had the claw, and so did the Von Erich had the claw.
The craw. Yeah. The craw.
The claw on the trap, you know, the trap that spasmed the muscle and you have to give up. I mean,
Haystacks Calhoun, remember he had the claw video.
Haystacks had the horseshoe.
It's like this. Got to get the shaking.
Yeah, but see how simple that was, but it worked.
Yeah.
You know, you do stuff like that. The thing is, the difference is the commitment they have in the reality of that one little thing. Somebody does something like that now, and they're not their heart, their mind isn't. They're not committing that this is the move that's gonna. I don't know. It's
but wait, we got the Rock.
Shallow acting.
Got the Rock with the people's elbow.
It's true.
Yeah, he had that. It was all right. But the one I like is Kane. Kane, when he just, I mean, that's very deliberate. Boom, and then he lifts the guy up in the air. That's actually, it's really good. It's really dramatic. And bam, slams him
The problem
down.
today on
well.
SmackDown is a lot of the finishing moves aren't used as finishing moves. I mean, I've seen them do stuff like suplex off the top rope and count 2, they're out. I mean, come on.
The DDT, I can't believe that's not a casual move now.
At the end of a match, a false finish is okay, but to like shove it in the middle of the match is
not a power move like that.
Yeah, not a huge. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, something like that. It should be lights out.
Yeah,
you know.
Last week we had Bruno Sammartino win against Ernie Ladd. Ernie Ladd's a huge man, and during the match, we got towards the end. Ernie Ladd did a jump off the top rope. Bruno moves over. Ernie hits the mat, goes down. He pins him 1, 2, 3. That was the finishing move, and it wasn't even a move. But people buy it,
right?
You know, today they have to have something spectacular, and that's what they do, and that's what the kids want. The kids want to see something really spectacular, and that's why they watch SmackDown to see it. And that's why these guys have all these elaborate finishing moves, and that's how it works. Are you writing me love letters?
Yes, I'm making notes for myself. That's okay.
Okay. Well, anything else about SmackDown we want to review? We can't predict what's going to go on because we have no clue unless you have a prediction.
It's going all over the place right now.
Yeah.
I think.
I guess something's happening with Wade Barrett because he said he was back from he was officially in business or something like that.
Yeah, he said they had him wrestling. Where did they say? He said Japan or
I thought he was out with an injury.
He was.
Yeah, but then he said in the ring, he says, I've been wrestling all over the world or something, and now
he's part
I'm
of
back.
Something resembling Fight Club.
I wonder if he knew they, that they said they sent him, or he got hurt.
Maybe nobody told him, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, little miss, where can we find you on the internet or what you're doing?
littlebrat.com, also on Facebook, Cheryl Lightning Rusa Glow. I just shot another episode of Criminal Minds, and And I did a show called Repo, something Repo.
Operation Repo?
Operation Repo, yes.
I know those guys.
I got to T-bone a car. It was awesome. I got to just drive into another car.
Can we also find you in Ric
much fun.
in Ric Drasin's wrestling ring at times?
Oh yes, I appear at Ric Drasin's wrestling ring yesterday.
Yes, and then you also be seen with Ric Drasin at Sharky's having lunch.
Oh yes, there you go.
See?
Oh, you do the ping thing. Do you do the now I'm here and there? You do the ping thing, and it like
the tweet.
Yeah, no, it posts automatically. Rick and Cheryl are here,
Pinterest?
or Rick. And, well, I don't know what they're called.
We're creating a stir. We're trying to create like a little.
In.
Oh no! One thing I wanted to say is that they were talking Twitter this, Twitter that. Okay, you know something's over when it's like being really popular all of a sudden on something like WWE. I'm sorry. I think tweeting is probably over with.
I don't do it.
I don't know.
Tweeting?
I do it on some things.
I don't know.
When I remember, I do it.
I'm on the toilet now. I don't know, you know.
I'm glad you said that. Vince, where do we find you, buddy?
You find me, I have some stuff on YouTube at Vince Adams Training. You can find me Saturdays playing football in Pasadena.
Right.
For the California Tide.
Yes.
Wow.
Josh?
TheRingVoice.com is my website. Blogs, video, interviews, all kinds of great stuff.
Well, you can catch me at RicDrasin.com. Did you know that? And RicksCorner.com with interviews of legends of the past of wrestling and bodybuilding. But on September 26th and 27th, I will be in Las Vegas at the World Gym Convention receiving the Joe Gold Lifetime Achievement Award for all my achievements in the past 39 years that I've done it.
So
amazing.
Cool.
So this is pretty cool, and I'm going to put that on the mantle over my fireplace and polish it and just stare at it at night. If you don't find me there, you can find me at Sherman Oaks Park. I clean restrooms on Saturdays. It's a little extra cash.
He's always there.
Yes, I'm always there. We've run out of paper.
The third and fourth job of the wrestler.
Yeah.
And I dirty them.
Got to have that extra income, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
All right, stay tuned for Old School Wrestling coming up next. And thank you for watching SmackDown After Show. We had a blast doing this. And we told you our opinion, which is not the opinion of the management of this show.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.